What's up guys, Zolly Effect here, back out again with another 4K review. And for today's review, we got Constantine on 4K. Now I'm gonna go over the video quality, the audio quality, and I'm gonna let you know if it's worth picking up. But until then, I'm gonna show you some close-ups of the slipcover. Now, unfortunately, I was gonna get the Steelbook, but my Groove order got canceled last minute and I wasn't able to get another one in. So I ended up getting the slipcover, but even though it's not the Steelbook, I kinda wanna show you some up-close shots of it because I think it's a pretty nice little slipcover. Not much to it, but might as well get some close-ups. And then after that, we'll go ahead and go over the 4K review because it actually is a pretty good disc. So right away, when you pop the sucker in, you can immediately see the difference in quality when it comes to 4K. Super bright oranges, everything's really saturated. The red and the blues are super poppy. It really helps set in this moody atmosphere with a lot of saturation and pop. Also, you're accompanied with some pretty inky blacks that make the shadows look really, really dark and defined. One of the standout scenes is when Constantine goes to the club area, and just a lot of the colors that I mentioned before are just at play in this area. You got super bright blues, you got really saturated reds, and just overall pops a lot in this area. The environment comes to life because there's more detail. You can see a lot of things going on in the background. Just brings the whole environment to life. Another super good standout scene that shows a lot of good black levels is when Constantine is walking. Some demons are following them and he basically uses like fire to kind of kill them and put them away. That scene looks really, really good. It's just really, really dark in the very beginning, but as soon as that fire comes out, you just hit with like a huge amount of HDR pop from the fire, and it looks really, really good. Another good standout scene is when Constantine is getting attacked by this insect demon. Now, this insect demon is actually built with like a whole bunch of different insects, and in movies, sometimes when there's a whole bunch of little things going on, like particle effects and things like that, it's really hard to like make things out, and stuff gets really, really blurry and meshes out, but not in this scene. You can really see all the individual insects, and it just looks really, really detailed on this part. Overall, the 4K transfer on this movie looks really, really nice. It's definitely an upgrade from the Blu-ray. This isn't your 4K reference quality disc, but it is pretty close. A lot of it's really, really highly detailed. The black levels are really nice. I just think if this movie was a tad bit sharper, then we would be talking about some reference quality stuff here. But it does look really, really good, especially when it comes to the detail category. When you have close-ups or when you have the particles such as the insect demon, or even when he's like breaking through glass and stuff like that, which is there actually a handful of moments when you see like shards of glass in this movie, and they all look really, really good. Now, would I recommend picking this up just for the 4K quality? I definitely would. If you're a Constantine fan and you really like this movie, this is leagues above the Blu-ray, and I would recommend it as the 4K quality upgrade. It is worth the $27 that you would be paying for the slipcover or a Steelbook around like $32. It is definitely a big upgrade, and I would recommend it to anyone who is a fan of Constantine. Now, the audio on here is actually really, really nice, but it does have a few problems. When I say it's really, really nice, I mean it's really, really loud. This movie can really shake your room. It has a lot of cool effects from when the demons or like voices and whispers are going around your area. You can just feel and hear the demons kind of everywhere. It sounds really nice. But my problem that I had with this disc is that sometimes kind of blasting your sound system to hear it, it kind of distorts. Some of the voices have a little bit too much bass in it, and it gets to the point where a lot of the sound effects that you're hearing have a little bit of distortion when it comes to the bass. So maybe turning down the bass just a little bit on your sound setup might help out with some of the distortion that this does provide. But when it does kick, it does kick. It has really, really nice loud music scores. A lot of the demon effects when they're circling around Constantine, you can hear just are all around you. And it has some really good moments when it comes for rain dropping in the background and stuff like that. It's just a really, really immersive mix, especially when you get into rooms and you have like more of an echoey sound because the room is so big. Those are some really good standout moments. But if you blast it too loud, you're gonna get some distortion, which is kind of a downfall of this movie. But overall, guys, I would definitely recommend Constantine on 4K if you haven't gotten it already. This 4K release breathes new life into the film, making it a must-own for fans. The vibrant HDR, immersive textures, and aggressive Atmos mix makes it for a worthy upgrade. Even if it does have a few minor drawbacks, I think if you're a fan of Constantine, you're going to be a fan of this 4K transfer. So yeah, guys, that's my 4K review of Constantine. It wasn't something that blew me away, but it was definitely a nice pickup. Let me know down in the comments what you guys thought of it if you've seen it already, and see you guys on the next video. Doses.